Ricky Flores here with Sheen Procs from the Trinity Force Network. I'm here with Apollo from TIP, just after a victory. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
So jumping right into it, it seems like every lane has had a change in itemization so far, except for ADC, ever since like Bloodthirster got changed way back when. How has ADC adapted to all the changes around it, or what changes have you noticed?
Actually, the most recent, and this is kind of a long time ago, but the most recent change was actually the Infinity Edge nerf with the minus 5% crit, and then shifting that over to the PD. So actually, if you think about it, that IE nerf also buffed Trini Force, because that means Trini Force AD carries have that mid-game power spike a lot stronger than the AD carries that go IE into PD or IE into static shift, right? So that's why you see like Corki, Kog'Maw, those are actually kind of getting a little bit stronger in popularity, and I think that's pretty much about it, like in terms of versatility.
Sure. And would you say that the meta is kind of shifting into a mid-game like power spike right now, so that even adds more to that?
Yeah.
Interesting. So other than those two, what other ADCs do you see in the meta? Is Sivir still really popular? Like, how powerful is that ult? Like, will she always be in the meta as long as that ult is?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, because like there's a lot of AD carries that are pretty like equal. I'd say like Kallista's the only one that kind of stands out as like a little bit stronger, just because of her like utility almost. Like her ult is, aggressive, defensive, like, and has a really strong lane phase. Like, you can do so many things with
anything you need it to be.
Exactly. So besides like Callista, like Sivir, Kog'Maw, Corki, Tristana, I'm missing some, like Vayne, like they're all pretty kind of equal in level. There's no like one that's like above the rest. The only one I could say that's maybe climbing like over is the Kog'Maw, because it feels like he's good into a lot of the lane matchups right now. He's good into Corki, good into Sivir, good into Tristana and Vayne, and yeah. So
which is huge. You see one champion rise, and then that counter goes even further. Because so tomorrow you are up against Team Liquid, correct? What preparation do you guys do specifically for Team Liquid, or is it just like any other team? Like, what preparation do you do for teams?
The preparation is obviously just like the same. Like, we don't really treat it any differently. It's obviously going to be a harder match, but we just do the same. Like look through the picks and bans, see like what they might just standard ban and pick stuff. We've scrimmed them a lot actually, and I mean, just it comes towards the end of the season, you've kind of scrimmed every single team, right? Like, you kind of know their play styles,
right? So
it's going to be a little bit more interesting, I guess, this time, because and I don't know. There's nothing really else to say. Just going to play our game.
Yeah, stick true to it. So for anyone just picking up the game, or anyone basically cold and below, how CS is obviously the most important thing, even more so on ADC. Right. How do you recommend practicing it? Bot games, just with a duoing partner, sparring? How did you go about it?
Honestly, it kind of like dates back to when I played Dota, and that was a lot of creep killing and denying and stuff. So like, I've been playing this MOBA game for, I don't know, so many years, right? And I'm still not even that good at it. So like, it's just repetition. Like, I think it's just practice. Like, you have to, and you can't. I think there's a lot of people that they're almost like arrogant about it. Like, they kind of like choose to ignore it. Like, that it's like, oh, I missed a CS. It's okay. Like,
not that big a deal.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. But like, every CS counts, like you said, and it's just you have to be like more like diligent. Like, there's a lot of like intricacies within like the creeps, like how the cannons like switch targets, and then like if you can know that that's coming, then you get an extra CS, like stuff like that's like the small things. So repetition, don't be like stupid, just like be like really strict on yourself. I think yeah,
it's definitely things you don't even think about. Like, obviously the cannon's gonna be switching, but thinking about where it's actually going. And
actually I should mention same for like the under the turret, like you have to work with your support into like last hit well. Like, you have to think a lot more ahead, right? Like, you have to know what's going to happen before you can't just reactively like, oh, I'll try to list it now, or like, you have to like set it up beforehand. So
my roommate main support, and I used to main ADC, and like having a support that doesn't fully understand the whole like 2 shots and 1 hit and 1 shot, it hurts.
Yeah, you're like, come on.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the interview, and have a good day, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cool.